Welcome, my political friends of the interwebs, and welcome to another edition of Bench Talk. Somebody turned my mom onto the fact that I've got a new YouTube channel, the Mad Bad Voodoo, or excuse me, the Voodoo Politics channel. So she calls me up and she says, "Hey, I see your new hobby's cleaning guns. You need to come over and pick up this pistol of mine because it needs cleaned." So today we're going to be cleaning Mom's pistol. She's had this for a very long time. I bought this for her for Christmas, actually, in, well, God, I don't know, maybe 1990, 91, somewhere around in there. It's just a little 25. It's a Davis Industries. It's a little Derringer. So this is my mom's little handgun. You gotta love American families buying mom a handgun for Christmas, but she loved it. She's had it for a lot of years, and every now and again she shoots it. And once in a blue moon, she, if she feels the need to, she carries it. And so this is kind of her EDC gun, actually. Well, I wouldn't say it's an EDC gun for her, but nice thin gun. She just it gives her some peace of mind. I wouldn't carry a 25, but you know what? For her, she just she digs it. But I better check and make sure it's unloaded, because knowing Mom, it's not. Mom was the first person to ever tell me that an unloaded gun is as useful as tits on a boar. And sure enough, true to form, it's loaded. So we're just going to unload that. Thanks, Mom. Give me a loaded gun, not clean. She must still have life insurance on me. Anyway, to politics. I wanted to, well, listen, I'm not going to talk about it because I'll just get riled up, and that's not really what I want to do today. But if y'all seen the news today of the kids at that high school that got sent home because they were wearing American flag t-shirts on Cinco de Mayo Day, which is a Mexican holiday for the country of Mexico, listen, I'm not even going to get going on it, but I'm going to link to a guy named Father Judgment 2, and he has said everything about that I would have said, so go ahead and check him out. He's one of the better vloggers. When he's vlogging, he's in the class of his own. So I'm gonna link to his channel, and yeah, what he says is exactly the way I feel about that. So, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the financial situation in the United States right now, because I watched CNBC as it happened, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, the stock market today at one point was down almost 1,000 points, and I'd never seen that before, and I don't think that that's ever happened before, not even in 1929. I watched that thing sink in 20 minutes. It started out, I think when I first turned CNBC on, it was, I think it was down about 300 points, and then all of a sudden it's just unbelievable. It just started, it was like, went from like 350 down to 450 to 650 to 850. I mean, and people were just, it was unbelievable. It was just crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Mom keeps a fairly clean gun, actually. But you know what? She asked me to clean it, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. That just really freaked me out. It's just, I know that in 1929, nobody had, 24-hour news and financial news, all that stuff, but I can't help but to think that, we could have been in that situation. It could have all just came apart, And a lot of it had to do with Greece. They were watching Greece, the whole thing in Greece unfold, the protests in Greece, and a lot of people don't really understand what's going on over there. I'm going to tell you something. Socialism. That's exactly what happened. Socialism. And I don't know if you've noticed this, and I haven't really seen any of the news media pick up on it. But those protesters, did you see all those red flags they had? There's a huge communist movement in Greece. And I've always said this, that socialism is a very slippery slope heading towards communism. And that's totally my opinion. I really think that. I really feel that. Socialism is a very slippery slope towards communism. And I look at our country, I look at the United States of America, and I think to myself, don't people see what's going on in Europe? This could completely unravel the EU. It could completely unravel the EU. Great Britain and listen, Great Britain normally would have been one of the countries to bail Greece out, but they're broke. They're broke, people. Great Britain is broke. Not that we're not. I mean, hey, let's be honest. If China stopped buying our bonds tomorrow, we would be in the exact same boat as Greece. Bottom line. We can't keep spending the way we're spending. It's insane to do that. Everybody wants Uncle Sugar to take care of them. And by the way, if you've never been in the military, Uncle Sugar is Uncle Sam, but as in the role of Sugar Daddy. You know, everybody wants Uncle Sugar to take care of them. That's what they want. But you know what they don't understand is that somebody has to pay the bills. You know, and you think, okay, well, I'll get it from the rich. You take the richest man in the world. Well, I'll tell you what, you take Bill Gates and you take Warren Buffett. You put their money together. And in the grand scheme of things, it ain't shit. I mean, literally, it ain't shit. It ain't the kind of money that our government likes to throw around, that's for sure. You know, neither Buffett or Gates is playing in the $1 trillion club. And that's exactly what goes on in the United States, the $1 trillion club. They're spending the real money. So, bottom line, we're heading on a slippery slope. We're running towards socialism. The countries that have ran towards socialism before us are now finding themselves in a situation where communists are beating down their doors. There are a lot of people in Greece that want to become communists. And like I said, this could completely destroy the EU, which I'm not necessarily convinced that that's a horrible thing, but it could start another. I mean, listen, if the EU falls apart and Europe suffers economically, you're going to see another war. I know it's been like 65 years since the last one, but mark my words. So, the United States needs to pay heed to this. People get ready. There's nothing wrong with, how can I put this? I'm not a doom and gloomer, all right? I don't even consider myself a traditional prepper. But I will tell you that if you don't have a garden in this year, you better put one in. I don't care if it's just a couple of tomato plants. Learn how to work the earth. Have guns, have ammo, you know, because that quickly, when I was watching CNBC in that 20 minutes, watching the stock market tank almost 1,000 points, it can happen that quickly. We could literally wake up in the morning and our whole worlds could be different, could be changed. And people will come unglued, just like they did in Greece. People will come unglued. Now, there are a lot of pundits that don't believe that to be the case because Americans are more civilized. Well, I don't know that they use the word civilized, but there seems to be more of a willingness in Europe to get crazy, you know. And well, I can't argue with that, but my European friends probably don't agree with that, but I don't know. I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is, what's wrong with having a little bit of, dried beans and whatnot in the house and some ammo and some guns? There's nothing wrong with that. And I know that my buddy Kiwi Ted Fernie thinks that, people that talk like that are nuts, and maybe he's right, but I don't know. I just know that things can happen and things can happen quickly. Let me know, do you think that what happened today was a dude that fat-fingered the trade? Because I'm not buying that. I'm really not. I'm not buying that. I don't know that we'll ever know the real story, but I have a feeling the markets are very, very fragile right now. They're blaming it on a unknown trader who supposedly meant to put a $100 million trade in. It turned out he put in a $100 billion trade. I'm not sure that I buy it. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, Mom keeps a clean gun. It's going to be spotless when I'm done with it. I don't know what else to say about this. Let me know what you guys think. And also, how many of you out there, how many of you people that watch my videos have a garden this year or plan on having a garden this year? How many of you can? How many of you have, I'd love to know how many of you have some ammo stocked up. I know this is totally a political channel, and maybe you'd expect to see more of that on my Mad Bad Voodoo with the guns and stuff, but I'm very curious. Because I really think if the shit hits the fan, it could get ugly. It really could. It could get ugly. And our president is marching us right down that same path of socialism, right into the belly of the beast, which is communism. So, anyway, that's my feelings. Let me know if you think I'm right on that, or let me know if you think I'm a crazy bastard. Feel free to tell me. I know there's at least one of you out there who's going to call me a crazy bastard. It's all good. Anyway, everybody, you take care.